Music Quarter 3 Module 3A Contemporary Philippine Music. Reassessment. Music of the Philippines are performance arts composed in various genres and styles. The music of the Philippines is a mixture of other Asian, European, Latin American, American indigenous influences. Contemporary Philippine music, 20th century composers. Francisco Bebencamino Sr., 1883 and 1952. Francisco Bebencamino Sr. was born in November 5, 1883 in Bulacan. He studied music, composition, and harmony at Liceo de Manila. He created the Bebencamino Music Academy in 1930, where Nicanor Abelardo was one of his students. Expanding his career, he ventured into musical and directing and scoring, and composing film music for Sampaguita Pictures, LVN, and Excelsior. Bebencamino's composition include Harana, Pandango ni Neneng, Colar de Sampaguita, Dulces las Horas, Mayon, May Sol's Lament, Larawan, Mazurka, Buhalana, May Bandera, and Bagong Balitaw, Himig ng Nayo. At the age of 14, Francisco was sent to study at Liceo de Manila, wherein he took up courses in composition and harmony under Marcelo Adonay. He also took up pianoforte courses under a Spanish music teacher. He did not finish his education as he became interested in zarzuela. Harana is an old Filipino courtship tradition of serenading women. It is mostly practiced in rural areas and small towns. The man, usually accompanied by his close friends, goes to the house of the woman he is courting and plays music and sings love songs to her.
Sa gabing malamig, larawan mo, nene, nagbigay pasakit ay gising at mag.
Next is Francisco S. Santiago, 1889-1947. Francisco Santiago was born on January 29, 1889 in Santa Maria, Bulacan. He is known as the father of the Condiman and belongs to the triumvirate of Filipino composers. Among his famous works are Pakiusap, Madaling Araw, Sakali Man, Hibik ng Pilipinas, Ano Kaya ang Kapalaran, and Kundiman, Anak Dalita. He became the first Filipino director of the University of the Philippines Conservatory of Music. He died on September 28, 1947. This song is a type of condiman that was composed by the famous composer Francisco Santiago. Francisco Santiago is often known by another title, the father of condiments. Many would consider his best compositions to the concerto due to his specialization in orchestra. Nicanor Abelardo, 1993-1934. Nicanor S. Abelardo was born in San Miguel de Mayomo, Bulacan on February 7, 1893. He is one of the triumvirate of Filipino composers. He studied at Chicago Music College and was influenced by the musical styles of Schoenberg and Demith and Stravinsky. Abelardo developed a style that combined European Romanticism with Chromaticism. His best-known compositions include Mutya ng Pasig, Nasaan Ka Irog, Bavatina for Violoncelo, and etc. Next is Antonio J. Molina, 1894-1980.
At natin pag-usapan ang mga national artists na nagbigay kulay sa ating sining. Isa na dito ay si Antonio J. Molina na nakatanggap ng pagkilala bilang National Artist for Music noong 1973. Pinanganak noong December 26, 1894 sa Quiapo, Maynila at isa siyang versatile musician, composer, music educator sa UP Conservatory na nagturo sa mga leading musical personalities tulad nila Lucrecia Casilan at Felipe de Leon at tinaguri ang Dean of Filipino Composers. Kilala din bilang Claude Debussy dahil sa paggamit ng impressionist themes sa kanyang musika na nakapagsulat ng halos 500 musical compositions. Ito ang ilan sa mga komposisyon ni Antonio J. Molina. Hating Gabi, a serenade for solo, violin, and piano accompaniment. Misa Antoniana Grand Festival Mass, 1965. Ang Batingao, Iron Bell, 1972. Kung sa iyong gunita, 1921. Pandangguhan. Amihan, Balsing Awiti, 1923.
Rodolfo S. Cornejo, 1909-1991. Dr. Rodolfo Sovedilla Cornejo was born on May 15, 1909 in Sigalong, Manila. He performed on stage after only 2 years of music studies. During this time, he was also invited as organist of the Pasay Catholic Church. His first compositions at the age of 10 was a piano piece entitled Glissando Waltz. It was followed 3 years later by a military march entitled Salute. Felipe Padilla. Felipe Padilla de Leon was born in May 1, 1912 in Peñaranda, Nueva Ecija. Known as a nationalist composer who expressed the Philippines' cultural identity through his composition. He wrote piano compositions, hymns, marches, art song, chamber music, symphonic poems, overtures, band music, school songs, orchestral works, operas. His two operas, No Limitangere and El Filibusterismo, are considered his masterpieces. He is a national artist. Si Felipe Padilla de Leon ay isang Pilipinong kompositor, konduktor at eskolar. Kilala siya sa pang-aangkop ng iba't ibang anyo ng kanluraning musika at kilala rin sa paglikha ng iba't ibang sonata, marsa at konsyerto na sumasalamin sa pagkakakilanlang Pilipino. Kinilala rin si De Leon bilang isang kompositor na nakaranas ng iba't ibang mga pagbabago ng rehimen sa buong takbo ng kanyang buhay. Mula sa panahon ng Commonwealth hanggang sa pamumuno ni Ferdinand Marcos, ang kanyang musika ay naging representasyon ng mga mithiin at adhikain ng mga Pilipino sa ilang mga yugto ng kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Lucio D. San Pedro, 1913-2000. Lucio Diestro San Pedro was born on February 11, 1913 in Angono, Rizal. He started composing as early as his elementary days. He later pursued his music degree at the University of the Philippines and Juilliard School in New York. San Pedro is known as a romantic nationalist. He incorporated Philippine folk elements in his compositions with Western forms to create highly tonal melody and rich expressive. Isa sa bantog na obra ni San Pedro ay ang Sa Ugoy ng Duyan noong 1943. Orihinal na nilikha para sa isang paligsahan, Ang inspirasyon ay nagmula sa uyayi ng kanyang ina noong siya'y bata pa. Ipinagawa niya kay Levi Silerio ang lirika nang magkita ang dalawa sa barko.
Sana'y di magmaliw ang dati kong araw nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay. Nais kong maulit ang awit nilang mahal, awit ng pag-ibig habang ako'y nasa duyan. Sana'y di magmaliw ang dati kong araw nang munti pang bata sa piling ni nanay.
Rosendo E. Santos Jr. 1922-1990. Rosendo Ejercito Santos Jr. was born in September 3, 1922 in Caridad, Cavite City. At age 11, he started composing band marches, instrumental and vocal score. As a UNESCO scholar, Santos was awarded the Philippine Composer of the Century, a prolific composer whose works include concerted sonatas, symphonies, symphonic poems, 5 operas in a Philippine dialect, numerous band overtures, and over 200 marches. He also wrote 50 masses in Latin and 20 in English. Alfredo S. Buenaventura, born 1929. A prolific composer, he has composed over 50 major works, including 5 full-length operas, operettas, dance drama, cantatas, symphonies, concerti, ballets, overtures, preludes, fugues, and chamber music. Raimundo Cipriano Ryan P. Cayabyab. Raimundo Cipriano Ryan P. Cayabyab was born on May 4, 1954 in Manila, a contemporary composer and conductor who spans both popular and classical world with his pop music, ballads, operas, zarzuelas, orchestral arrangements, masses, psalms, and choral compositions. Among these are the award-winning Kay Ganda ng Ating Musika, the modern zarzuela Alikabok, and the opera Spoliarium with libretto by Fife. Cuyugan Asensio. His compositions are mostly of traditional Western influence.
Mayroong kaskas, nais ko nang magpakilala. Dito'y mayroon sa puso ko, munting upang laan sa'yo. Maaari na bang magpakilala? Bawat araw sinusundan, di ka naman tumitingin. Anong aking dapat gawin? Kailan mo ba mapapansin ang aking lihim?
Last is Hilarion Francisco Robio, 1902-1980. He was born on October 21, 1902 in Bacoor, Cavite, a composer, music teacher, conductor, and clarinetist. He created substantial work for the orchestra. He served as a conductor of opera, ballet, dance, recitals, and movie music.